Well, this is going to be fun. Now, I have received a couple of questions about why I'm doing this since I mentioned a few times on Twitter that Flamey would be making this video. Well, Flamey decided that he didn't want to do this video, thus, because you guys voted saying you wanted this, I'm doing this video. Whether it's a good or bad thing that I'm doing it instead of Flamey is something for you to decide, and I'll stay quiet on the matter, even though I do have my opinions on why he should and shouldn't have done it. Maybe I'll explain in a separate video on the Commentates channel sometime. Either way, I would like to make a couple notes before we begin this video. 1. Reverend Flamey had no involvement in this matter at all, so please do not harass or bother them if things happen to go sour because of this video. While I don't expect things to become worse, I don't know how you guys think, so, you know. Number 2. Iggy and Spunk did not have very much involvement in this matter either. Both of them were generally asking for clarification in matters rather than truly trying to agree with one side or another in this situation. If you're going to insult or harass any of the people I just mentioned, let me tell you something. Don't. We needn't get them involved. If you're going to insult or harass anyone based on what happens in this video, annoy me. I'll be able to handle it. Number 3. Do not go and harass anyone else in the video for their thoughts and opinions. This includes myself, Josh, Komodo, or Yoshi Player. Plushy Bros too, but he hasn't really clarified his thoughts on the video. That being said, don't go bother him either. Number 4. This is not a video to try and get back at anybody in the original video. In fact, most of the people in the original video actually didn't like the outcome of the video, hence why you'll hear what they have to say in this video. Since their points were not conveyed properly, or misconstrued, or just had inaccurate information, they themselves will be explaining what went wrong with the video and its reception, especially since I know some of you won't believe anything said here, lest you hear it from their own mouths. Oh, and 5, I'm using TF2 gameplay. If you have a problem with this, sorry, but I can't do much to help with that, so you're going to have to live with it. Well, with that out of the way, let's begin. So, maybe you can explain it, but until they get here anyways. What on earth is going on?
Alright, the whole thing started with, me and Josh making another EMB response, right? We're gonna make one more. And then this whole thing happens with Spung and Flamey and Komodo was really upset, and that basically transpired into what you saw.
So wait. Were Spung and Flamey being mean to Komodo?
Yeah, they were like in the call, and they were like, well, from what I understand, it was like, let's get some of the worst SML reviewers. Let's get Komodo, let's get Cleve, let's get Josh.
Oh. So, basically, it's a Komodo video, and you guys decided to join him, right? Right?
Well, like, the video was originally on EMB, and a lot of the script that we wrote was for EMB.
Okay, because for some...
Sorry.
Okay, because my biggest deal is the fact that, okay, I guess Josh left. My big problem is the fact that, like, you were suddenly talking about... First you were talking about, like, some Komodo stuff, then suddenly you were talking about, like, SML fanboys. And for some reason, I thought you guys were salty about, like, the joke that Logan made in his latest video.
Jimmy! That's it! Time out!
Well, what's that mean, Daddy?
That means I'm punishing you! You gotta get in the corner and stare at the whole video!
Oh, well, if that's what the fans want...
That's what they want! Now you're looking at...
I thought that joke was funny.
Yeah, that's why I was so confused. Like, what? Who wouldn't laugh at that? I thought it was hilarious. But...
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah. And so, I don't know, I'm
most of that came from the EMB response, and the other part of that is from what happened with Komodo, with Spung and Flame.
Okay, I heard about that. All that happened is they called him Komodo Moto as a joke, like, you know, the hippo from
I don't know. That's just from what I understand. I wasn't in the call. I wasn't there. So
I wasn't
really
there
don't
either.
know.
But that's That's what everyone else told me. And
Yeah,
so,
I just don't know. Well, like Komodo was like really upset. Like he said he's taking a break. Like he just said that a few minutes ago in the chat on the call on the other thing.
basically, this was an Epic Mario Bros. Thing, and then Komodo happened to get involved, right?
Well, like it's kind of yeah. I mean, it has to do with. I forgot exactly what happened. I think Komodo hated lockdown or something. I don't know. I don't know. So people were making fun of something that he didn't like. I can't remember what it was, and they were being like rude or something. I don't know. Like I'm trying to remember what it was that he didn't like.
Okay. Although I do want to say something. Your whole idea of Logan needs to make less videos, I mentioned this in my reaction. He
Yeah, I know. I saw
can't
your reaction.
because I'm
I
pretty
know.
sure most of you
I
did.
know.
But it's because he
I mean,
can't.
like I understand that. Like I was telling Josh that I was telling he has a lot of bills to pay. He has to pay for that big expensive house. He has to pay for those expensive cars he has. He has to make as much money as possible.
Actually, I
Therefore,
think he.
he needs to make a lot of.
So
Mhm.
theoretically, that won't solve the problem.
Well, no, like the whole idea was that like you would. He does have a good vid. He does have good videos when he does the way he's doing, but he would make like theoretically when you think about it, he might make better videos. That's just the idea, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't solve from not ever having bad videos.
Cleverix, your mic is going out.
Oh, my mouth was going away from the microphone.
Alright. I don't know. Rev just said he liked my thumbnail. Iggy said that it's stupid and that he was talking about like how Rad left on his own. He didn't leave because of Jeffy or anything, or because people were
No,
being
he
mean to
left
him.
because people, that, that honestly, behind closed doors, that was the reason why he left. Like
And
that is not.
Radvids, or sorry, Radamate messaged Iggy, and he just sent this huge thing. You know, I'm gonna send it to you. Rad messaged this to Iggy. He said, "People didn't bully me into quitting YouTube because I didn't like Jeffy. I just lost interest," which is what I said. "I got this message to me, and everything that is said about me here is a complete lie. Plus, I did use to actually something this seriously, because maybe I just grown up a bit or got less retarded, but who cares? If anything, I think Logan should keep doing what he's doing and just ignore the losers who back and forth, because that's not what made Logan successful. Logan's talented and truly loves what he's doing. People can make fun of him for what he's doing, but look what he has: a mansion, that word, load of money, and is even meeting Smash Mouth. Logan is a great person, and I honestly hope he keeps the fans who actually care about him, not the SML reviewing community he has that's filled with retards who won't move on in life. I'm glad I'm talking to people like you and Reb, but all the others I tend to just ignore." And what's funny is that one of the worst fan bases in the world is all because of a YouTube channel about a bunch of puppets cracking jokes. Like when I watched Lockdown and treated it as just dumb YouTube fun, it's actually really funny. Like, you don't look at it like a dead serious television show. It's actually really good. Like, I loved Happy Meal, but until I got into the stupider reviewing, it was really hard for me to like any videos of SML. B, because I took everything so serious from it, which is honestly retarded, especially when that thing is being taken seriously as SML. And this goes to everyone. You don't have to like every video the same or even the channel, but no matter what it is, a silly YouTube channel, nothing more, nothing less. The thing that stuck out to me the most was just the fact that Rad basically said, "Hey, I I don't care. All that stuff that they said was that it was a lie."
I mean,
Anything
like
else?
I think both. I think both sides had good points to them. Honestly, like you had good points, they had some points, but like it, it needs to balance out.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to say
Yeah,
before I go?
so, I got nothing. So,
All right. I'll wait a second for it to. All right. In that case, I'll see you guys later. Yeah.
all right.
Bye.
First of all, yeah, I was really pissed off this entire day because Yoshi Player put it out way too early, and it was supposed to come out all at the same time in all of our channels, but that's not happening anymore.
All right.
And second of all, At the end of your reaction, you mentioned something about how the reason the video was made was because about locked out. This
Yeah.
was actually in the works for more than a month. Not the video itself, that was kind of just put together in the last week, but the idea of this was put together a month ago because, well, we were just looking at everything and everyone was kind of just being cutthroat. So we just threw this together to try to make a point. I feel like a lot of the points some of the other people made were pretty weird, but I didn't even know Yoshi Player was going to be in the video, so.
Well, alright. That makes a bit more sense. Alright.
Yeah, you said in the chat you're making a response video, so
Yeah.
I just want you to address that in the video, just so there's not too much confusion.
Do you mind if I just play the audio instead?
Yeah, you're recording this, aren't you?
Yeah.
Alright, cool, whatever.
Alright. In that case, I'll use
Alright,
it.
bye, dude.
See ya.
Interesting idea.
I'm probably still gonna do it.
What doing?
Oh yeah, we're talking.
hold on.
Komodo's here. He's just discussing me, the backstory. He's basically... you want to discuss it again, or should I summarize?
Just summarize it for Dub.
Okay, so basically, the whole point, again, it's been in works for a month, and the whole original concept was to do a video on Epic Mario Bros.
Yeah, I remember that. Alright.
Which I'm still gonna make, probably. Hopefully Josh wants to still make it. I don't know. It was gonna be an interesting video, but... so then, a month, we were working on the script and everything, and but then we just got to a point where we just saw everything that was going on. People were fighting a lot, or people were getting mad at people a lot, and it was just people were just being rude or whatever.
Can you give me some specific examples? Was the locked out an example of that?
That was one of the big breaking points in my opinion, because that's really where everything, that's where people got really separated and really mad. I'm pretty sure that's around the time when we decided this video needed to come out faster than we originally wanted it to come out.
Okay.
Probably because of that video, because of how, separated everyone was on it.
Okay, that makes... I can see that. I guess, what else? Was Yoshi Player just a second, added? When did he come into play?
Alright, so I'm really pissed off at Yoshi Player because now everyone thinks it was his video and his idea when he was he was an afterthought. Josh added him in, a week before the thing came out.
Ah, that makes sense.
And it was supposed to come out in exactly an hour from now.
Oh, yeah, like you said.
So I have to post it, at exactly 6 o'clock.
Okay.
But, so, now the videos come out, and, some of the points that other people made, especially the one about Radomite, I am super confused on, because I hadn't heard a bunch of the other points beforehand.
Yeah, it seemed like the whole thing was, very, separate. It felt like you didn't really have, it seemed like none of you, discussed what you were talking about, because it felt very... all over the place,
Well, that was kind of the point of the video, but then I realized how that didn't really work out once I watched it, but whatever, we put it out anyway, and now the community's divided again on either to agree with this or to disagree with this.
From what you've seen, about, how was there going to be Epic Mario Bros. Video, that does explain quite a bit, so that does make sense. Was the call that we had before about, where Spung and Flame were there and they, made, jokes about you, was that a deciding factor in that, too? I want to know that. Did that have any...
Well, I was telling Josh and, Perry and everyone in that, group about that, and that was another point where they were saying, I think we should change this into a video with the entire community.
Okay,
that
was say something?
My decision, but...
I'm gonna say something. I am personally sorry if I ever offended you or, made you feel bad.
No,
I do not want to do that.
Iggy, you did nothing wrong. After re-listening to the Yoshi Player part a couple more times, it kind of sounds like, I'm not trying to be rude to him, I understand that he was very upset over what happened back then about the whole drama with, the thing he released your Skypes and whatever, but, and Logan was calling him a hater. But after I listened to that again, I think he the only reason he agreed on to is kind of revenge against you guys.
That's what it seemed like to me. That would be surprised. It's kind of... And that's just me personally, because, I remember one time, you don't know, I think this was before you got here, but, some person did a commentary on him, which if you don't know, you know what a commentary is.
Oh, Doodle Tones!
Yeah, Doodle Tones.
Yeah, Doodle Tones.
I've watched that 5 times, I love it so much.
That's one of my favorites from hers, but anyways. I always thought, like, I remember this whole time there was this huge build-up because of the fact, like, you know, he's in Australia, so, like, as of right now, it's, like, daytime for him right now. But, like, you were expecting him to be super, like, angry and super upset and butthurt, but he surprisingly took it really well. Like, he wasn't, like,
That's
upset or
why
anything. I was just
at
like,
the moment-
wow, like, I'm like, you know, Yoshi Player, maybe you're doing better, maybe you're taking criticism better, stop getting up on things. But then this happened, I'm just like, maybe that was a farce. Maybe just because it was someone out of nowhere that you don't know. But again, I'm gonna wait on that. If he makes some sort of like terrible response video or something afterwards, where like he like blames everybody, I'm done. To be honest, I'm done.
Okay, well, I suppose the first thing I need to say is the whole point of making that video that we did was to help out the community, because every day there's always people out there who don't respect each other's opinion. The point of the video was not to bash the community. Well, we were just trying to help the community because a lot of people are always just respecting each other's opinions, and I think the whole point is that we need to get along, and even if we have different opinions, we shouldn't argue about it and just respect whoever has the opinion,
I get it, but,
even if it's right or wrong.
But your arguments... Okay, I honestly think that Josh's was the best, but that's not saying much because Josh's was pretty bad.
But Dub, didn't you scream at Josh, though, because he said that he had an opinion in your reaction?
I did. It was funny.
It's not a bad video, it's not! You had to pause the video, too, I love that.
It was amazing.
Dub and Iggy, like, interviewed, like, everyone else, I'm pretty sure. Like, maybe not Plushy person, but you said you talked to Komodo, Iggy's, at least, since he told me all.
I talked to Komodo,
Josh and Cleve.
And Cleve, yeah. Even though Cleve
Yeah, alright,
was
so I'm just making sure if Iggy's information that he told us was true.
Yeah.
So, he said that, that it was originally going to be about Epic Mario Bros. Or something like that?
Yes.
I believe so.
Why did it change?
Why did it change? Because we thought Komodo was being made fun of, because, as I said before, I have found out that a lot of people were making fun of Komodo just because he didn't like Jeffrey.
So did he give you any evidence to that statement?
Did you ask him, or did you just say, oh, you're being bullied?
We asked him about it. He said he was being bullied about it.
Really? Because that's not what Komodo said.
Komodo said he was just trying to share an opinion, and then after that, everyone was like, oh, you're a Jeffy hater, you're an SML hater just because you didn't like Lockdown. Oh. Well, actually, he did like Lockdown, but
that's not what he said.
When he said that, everyone was like, oh, your opinion's invalid.
Yeah?
I think Iggy said that he admitted that he was lying about some parts on his half, and he's going to apologize in your video or something like that.
Yeah, I think he said something like that. Also, and I know that this might be something else, but if this is all about the whole Komodo Modo thing and all that stuff, that's just.
But he of course wouldn't mention that.
I know.
You know?
But anyways, what was I gonna say? But basically, I think the main problem with your video, Yoshi Player, well, I guess everyone's video, is one, the fact that you released it early. Komodo wasn't too happy about that, and also the fact that basically every single argument had like next to no evidence, and now on Twitter you keep on shooting yourself in the foot. No pun intended.
How was I trying to shoot myself in the foot
Well,
when all I was just trying to do was help the community, and now everyone's making fun of me for it?
Okay.
Nobody's making fun of you. We're just saying that we disagree with it.
We're not trying to make fun of you.
Well, it sounds like
we're
you
are.
But it's
we're
also
pointing out all the problems.
Yeah, and it's also partially because you tried to help out something that was pretty much a non-existent issue, and guess what? You made things 10 times worse.
Like, alright, so first to Dub, I'm gonna ask you a question. Just to clarify, you, like, interviewed everybody. Didn't they say that they weren't happy with the video?
Yeah, no one said, oh, I liked the video. In fact, I think everyone said, yeah, that video sucked.
Not everyone. I mean, I had a few people who said that it was. I mean, the video has like 94 likes and 10 dislikes.
Because your fans are loyal.
Your fans,
It's not just the fans for
your
my
fans
God.
will jump in front of a train for you.
Yoshi Player, you have to at least admit that your fans are super hardcore. They'll just leap in front of a train for you. It's pretty much like that whole pop song about what I'll do for you. Your fans would totally do for you,
And also,
unless if you tell them not to.
let me just say that your logic, Yoshi Player, is like Logan's logic of, well, clearly people like Shrek's Crappy Wish. It's got over 1 million views. No offense to Logan, but that's dumb reasoning.
Yeah, and like the Transformers movies, they're fantastic movies. They're like masterpieces because they make $1 billion trillion, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you agree that
Are
the
you-
Transformers movies directed by Michael Bay are masterpieces because they make
I don't
trillions of
understand.
dollars.
Okay, Josh wants to join the call and talk about it.
Well, guess
Okay.
what? Iggy wants to as well, so...
All right, let's
adding
get
both of them.
Iggled in
Let's
here. What are we
just-
streaming this?
Let's just...
No, we're not doing this,
I-
but... it
Look,
is being
I don't know
recorded.
who's right or wrong, but I really need to get this situation off my head.
No, what were you talking about?
You tried to fix something that's not really there, like something really
I get
minuscule.
it, but like,
Okay,
that's
And it
what
made
the
it
hell
worse.
is going on? Okay, what the hell is going on?
kind of a lame
We're
analogy.
talking to
Like, you know,
Yoshi Player about the video.
What really happened? So what really happened?
Yoshi Player was also trying to... And Yoshi Player, maybe you can explain this a bit more. He was saying that, well, people liked the video. It's got 94 likes.
Okay.
What?
That's what you just said.
No, I was
Yoshi
trying
Player,
to
you just said
defend
that.
You
the-
just said that. I'm
know,
recording
but-
this.
Okay,
feed.
okay, go
No.
one at a time. Just what really happened with? Okay, there's even one more thing about the Twitter. Like, why was it even mentioned? That's a thing.
Yeah, I mentioned you
Yeah,
once.
sure, call me
I
fucking
said
up.
that. I said that you agreed with Komodo that the video wasn't good.
Oh.
That's all I said.
right.
But Yoshi Player, what else do you have to say? Because I think we were on like the subject of like Twitter and how you're just making everything worse on Twitter. You keep on shooting yourself.
Same,
Oh,
in the
sorry,
foot.
it's not my
Same thing with the
intention
whole
to make
video.
things worse. I'm just trying to make things... I'm just trying to defend Komodo and help out the community.
Okay,
The case
well,
I think here is Yoshi Player's trying to defend himself. He's trying to make things better, but inadvertently he's just making things worse unintentionally.
I'm not
Hold
trying
on.
to make things better for me. I'm trying to make things better
I'm
for
not
the
saying that
Yeah,
you're
community.
making.
yeah,
I'm
you're-
not- I didn't
yeah,
say
yeah.
that.
We're
I didn't
talking
say
about
that.
the
I said you're
community,
trying to make things better in general,
like for the community.
but you're
right?
accidentally making it worse. And then you do the same exact thing to that situation, and it just makes it even worse.
Yeah. So basically, what you're doing is and I'm not gonna make the dumb analogy again, but basically you're trying to make the community better, but you're making it worse. So then, by making it worse, you're trying to make that situation where you made it worse better, but instead you're just making things even worse and digging yourself a deeper hole.
And
Well,
I
maybe
feel
if the community hasn't been this way, maybe none of this would be happening.
you say that, but you have no evidence. You keep saying everybody's saying there's always these people who are saying, "Oh, you're a Jeffy hater," blah blah blah. You didn't provide any evidence in the video, and you
Have you
still
seen
haven't.
Lockout? Have you seen Lockout and how many comments there are? Oh yeah, there's a lot.
Exactly.
What
So-
saying that on Lockdown, saying that Yoshi Player is specifically a freaking
People
Jeffy
not
hater.
getting along just because they have a different opinion.
but that's the comment section of a Logan video. That's not the community.
It's
in
not
general.
even just the Logan video. That's every video. And
It's
at the same
it's the
time,
review- we're not talking about the review. Oh my god, I get it. I get it.
I know you're not talking. You're just talking about the community in
Iggy,
general.
what are you doing?
Everybody.
Yoshi Player, I at least admire the original goal behind it. The original goal was to make everything better. You just, inadvertently made things worse. So,
You had good intentions. I'll give you
Yeah,
that. Like,
But can I
sorry,
just
I
say
forget.
something?
what?
It's like, is it really that bad that people are kind of arguing about the video? Isn't it a good thing that they discuss the video?
No, cause thing is, again, pretty much everything was fine. I mean, maybe there might have been little spots of issues here and
No,
there.
I mean like what's going on in the comment section before the video came out, with the quote-unquote arguments that are going on.
Basically, Everyone, wait, before Lockdown or before Yoshi Player's video?
No, during Lockout, before Yoshi Player's video,
Okay,
in the comments that he's referring to.
Basically, people were arguing about this is a good video, no, it's a bad video because
That's what
Mario
I'm
got
saying.
tortured.
That's what I
yeah,
literally
but
just said.
yeah,
I'm
but
talking
that's
about that.
all that happened.
Yeah,
Nothing
I'm
else was
saying
going
that's
on.
what I'm trying to say, Dub. Are you like an idiot? Are you deaf? I'm
No,
saying what's
no.
wrong with that? I'm saying is that such a bad thing that people are discussing the video and actually challenging each other's opinions? Is that such a bad thing? I don't know, but like arguments aren't a bad thing to be honest. And whenever I go into one, I actually want to change my opinion. I go in wanting to change my opinion and agree with the other person, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because too many arguments are just, I'm right, we're not going to change our thoughts anyway, even if we're proven wrong. Which is exactly every single drama, pretty much.
I don't know. I guess I just wanted to make the community better.
I know, and you're not a bad person for doing it. You tried, but it didn't work out as planned.
But now not everyone just sees me as some idiot on YouTube now.
No, it's fine.
No,
It's
I'm not from you guys, from everyone else.
Well, you still have your fans, which are, like we just said before, super loyal.
Yeah.
But Yoshi Player, to be honest, you're not going to be seen as an idiot if you just say, I was wrong in this.
I don't know. I just made the situation much worse with that video.
Just laugh it off. Like, we're not mad at you or anything. Don't just feel all bad about it. This, 100% frank. Like, more than likely, everybody's gonna forget about this in a month, maybe even a week. Like, this is not gonna last long at all. This is just some thing. This is just
Yoshi Player, I feel like people would see you as being stupid if you knew you were in the wrong, you had all this evidence against you, and you said that you were still right after all of it. It's fine if you defended yourself, but after this, we have everyone in a call. We just had all the evidence and stuff like that. And you leave it without saying that you're wrong, at least in some parts. That would be an idiot. But if you went away realizing what you did wrong, that's not being an idiot. That's just realizing you did something wrong. And to be honest, I would respect someone who does that more than who just pointlessly defends himself to the ends of the earth. You know? Wait, one more thing. We should at least hear if Yoshi Player has anything else to say, like any other points that he wants to bring up.
Well, it's up to you.
Josh, what do you think?
Is there anything that you disagree with still?
I guess not. It's just we were just trying to help out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, that's an honorable goal.
And if you I feel like the problem of it was people had their own agendas.
And the bias info behind it.
I feel like each different person had an idea of what they wanted to say and what their message of the video what they wanted the video to be, and it was all different. You know? And
yeah, that was my biggest problem. It felt way too scattered, and people talked about things that were never brought up again throughout the rest of the video. Just kind of weird.
To be honest, I feel like I would have preferred it if it was just a Yoshi Player video. If everyone
that's my biggest problem. I don't really care about the ideologies or stuff you were trying to push. It just felt so scattered. It just that the video was poorly made. That was my issue, not and some of the fact you got some facts wrong. But other than that, I don't really. What you said, I felt like wasn't too disrespectful. It wasn't made me mad or anything. But the most of stuff was confusing.
We should give him points for not manipulating anything, really.
Yeah, it wasn't
really noticeably manipulated like some of the older stuff.
I'll give you guys credit that you didn't drop any specific names or anything. That was
he didn't say any names. He didn't he didn't have any sad music. He didn't have any tints of red.
No, he did have the sad music.
No, it was just Mario 64 music.
No, Perry was the one
background music.
Sad music.
It was less sad, but it was more uplifting.
No, Yoshi Player had whatever. All right, well, we done here?
Yes.
All right. Once again, I would like to make it clear that this video has been an explanation video, not a getting back at someone video. That is all. Thank you all for watching, and take care.